When building a team, it's intuitive to think that a dream team would be most effective, and that by reaching for the stars, you are maximizing your chance of success. Schwab et al.'s 2014 study shows just this. The study concludes that individuals believe a firm will perform best when 90 to 100% of its employees are top talent, and that the relationship between percentage of stars and group performance will never turn negative. However, in reality, this is far from the case.
A Harvard Business School research study conducted by Groisberg and Bolzer found that at a certain point, the marginal benefit of adding stars to a group decreased. Studying teams of Wall Street sell-side equity research analysts, they found that having too many high-ranking individual stars in the team led to increased interpersonal conflict and dysfunctional team dynamics.
The researchers found that group effectiveness followed a curvilinear pattern. At first, adding high-status stars to a group had a strong positive influence on client-rated group effectiveness, and hit its max effectiveness for a group composed of 65.1% star analysts. However, after exceeding 65.1% of star analysts, adding more stars led to less marginal benefit and soon started to negatively affect group effectiveness.
And this finding remains consistent across various industries. Schwab et al. Saw the curvilinear pattern hold across both soccer teams and basketball teams.
It seems counterintuitive though. How can having more star performers actually hurt a team's performance? One explanation is that having too many stars in a team can lead to higher interpersonal conflict. In 2012, Renee et al. Studied the amount of conflict experienced amongst different dimensions of hierarchy. In this case, testosterone level was associated with a higher degree of power. Groups with all high testosterone experienced a higher mean level of conflict than groups with mixed or all low testosterone. High status and type A personalities can contribute to increased relationship conflict and process conflict. According to Jen and Mannix, a relationship conflict is defined by interpersonal incompatibilities, including tension and friction between group members. They found that relationship conflict decreased individual and group performance, member satisfaction, and the likelihood the group would work together in the future. The end result was suboptimal work. Meanwhile, process conflict, or disagreement about how a task should be accomplished, was associated with lower group morale and decreased productivity.
Another explanation? When the team full of stars come together without prior status differentiation, a new hierarchy must be implemented. However, establishing this hierarchy within a new team of star group can understandably cause issues. In a hierarchy, only a limited number of members can be status winners. As per Overbeck, Correll, and Park's study, the status losers may seek to exit the group.
In addition, forming hierarchies can lead to status conflict, especially when team members argue over their new relative positions. Bendersky and Hayes' study shows that this conflict leads to more competition and less information sharing amongst the group. Status conflict engages many, if not all, members of the group as it relates to establishing social norms. Their conclusion that high status conflict exerts a negative effect on both information sharing and group performance is not surprising.
So what can we do to address the too many stars phenomenon? First, we should start by recognizing the importance of type B players in the workplace. The employees are candidates that are hardworking and qualified, yet not necessarily status-seeking. How can we do this? Reward employees not only for their achievements, but also for their loyalty and dedication to the organization or team. Barron from the Yale School of Management proposes a concept he calls empathy wages. He argues that rewarding non-stars with monetary or non-monetary gifts will elicit more gratitude in non-stars compared to stars. And in the spirit of reciprocity, non-stars will pay back the organization through increased productivity. Second, this is a wake-up call for HR. When hiring or building teams, more high achievers is not always better. Focus instead on recruiting for organizational fit and what expertise individual stars bring to a group. Groisberg and Bolzer discovered that when the equity research analyst stars had expertise in the same sectors, they saw decreasing marginal returns on group effectiveness with a smaller proportion of stars. The main takeaway from this? It's important to diversify skill sets on your team and ensure each person brings a unique value add when you're assembling a team of star performers. So what does this all mean? It means that contrary to conventional wisdom, building a group of only stars won't translate to team success. Instead, when forming teams or hiring, choose people who complement and work well with each other, people with diverse skills to offer. In this case, don't just shoot for the stars. Go beyond them to build a star team.